What's up, guys? I'm going to show you my vision board in Google Slides. So maybe you would want to do the same thing going into the new year. All right. So I just have the first page as a picture of where I want to be, which is in San Diego at the beach. And it says experience this vision board twice a day, morning and night. This is the single most important thing you can do to help you achieve your goals. It is how you will become the person worthy of achieving your goals with ease. Do not overlook this. Yeah, so you're basically just training your mind to see this every single day. You want to see where you're going to be, put yourself there, and try to feel that emotion of what it feels like. So you can put yourself into the feeling and into action of what that person would do on a daily basis, who's going to make it to that spot. Principles. These are just principles that I live by. Do not let your body control your mind. Full resilience, full faith, full belief that my body is regenerating perfectly. It's a battle against weapons of mass distraction. Doom scrolling and YouTube rabbit holes, TV, that's the mass distraction you got to cut out. Reality minus expectations equals happiness. Present moment is the seat of personal power. Cut out negative people ruthlessly. Okay? Courageous at every moment, living the greatest version of you. And confidence is the elixir of manifestation. These are basic principles. Later in this, you'll see that there's also truths that I live by to put things into reality, but we'll get there when we get there. So this is the Kevin Shara identity: visionary leader, producer, music artist, business owner, athlete, force of nature, multimillionaire, protector and provider, icon, health guru. So you can see on this page, I have pictures of friends and family, my friends and I snowboarding, picture of my mixtape cover, picture of my dad and I winning a father-son baseball tournament, picture of me in Hawaii, picture of me with a music plaque, picture of me snowboarding, my family and I when I graduated college, my friends and I at a concert, me and the homie Stowe. After shooting a video, my mom's side of the family, me and Lavish D. This page is just highlights of your life. Accomplishments to remind yourself how far you've come, what you've accomplished, what you're thankful for. That's this page, the Kevin Share identity, right? Okay. What do I want? Perfect health and freedom to do whatever I want. That's my biggest barrier has been my health, 4 knee surgeries, a lot of health anxiety that stemmed from that. So that's the goal. I want financial, mental, physical, and spiritual freedom. Materially, I want to live off music, dream home in California, Ford Raptor, happy, fulfilling relationship, gratitude for health, wealth, family, safety, security, freedom, a billboard plaque, and completely heal my health anxiety. That's what I want, right? So I have a picture of a sick-ass truck. I have a picture of my Robinhood account. And then I have a picture of a PayPal account with $1 million in it. A picture of some of the girls that I've dated over the years to remind myself what I'm capable of and that I'm him. And then a picture of some random hot chick on Pinterest, which is my ideal thing of what I'm looking for, is a hot wife who aligns with me spiritually, mentally, who I'm sexually attracted to, and who understands me. So, this page, what you want, I want to be making music with a sick view at a sick house. I want to have a dream house of mine one day. These pictures were pretty random that I pulled off the internet, but that's kind of the idea, is for you to look at this every day and remind yourself what you're going for and try to align with that with your energy and your daily actions. Okay. What do I want? This is just an extension of the next page. Says the same thing, but it's just more pictures. I'm big into the knees over toes guy. I want to have like crazy mobility. I want to have peace on the beach. I want to have lifelong friends who are just still rocking together in our 50s and 60s, having fun. I want to snowboard pal. I want to make music at a sick location in a sick studio where it feels open and free and natural light. I want to have the mindset of Michael Jordan and just be an absolute maniac towards my goals, towards life, competition. I thrive off competition. Another Ford Raptor and another kind of gay pick, but it's pretty much what I'm going for. Sick location, vacationing with a girl. You feel me? Okay. All right. Then I have a fashion vision. This is something I kind of just added recently. I don't know who this dude is, but he's got that kind of rock star look. You got the future skater rock, punk rock look. That's what I'm going for. Travis Scott. He's got that like laid back punk rock skater look. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, you don't have to have a fashion vision page. But I added one. Hard truths. This was the page I was talking about in the beginning. So I'll just read them out because you got to hear them. Nothing will ever be perfect, so enjoy the now. People have it a lot worse than you do, so be thankful. You can't control everything. Failure is inevitable. Not everyone will like you. Comparison is the thief of joy. You are your own biggest obstacle. Growth is uncomfortable. Life isn't fair, and you are not always right. So if you're looking at this daily or every other day or at least weekly, these are hard truths that are going to center you and bring you back to earth and bring you back to reality. You can copy these or you can come up with your own, or you can put these in ChatGPT and get a whole new list if you don't align with these. But I feel like these are pretty universal laws. So next page, mental reframes. This is just something it looks like I added. I wouldn't necessarily say this is necessary. You don't need this. I don't know what I just said, but you can kind of see here it's just mental reframes, it looks like. Looks like I wrote this when I was going through setbacks with my knee. Then I kind of have sources of income, just trying to get aligned, focused on where my money's coming in from. And then I kind of have a timeline here of what has transpired in my life. So, you can put in big things every 5 or 10 years throughout your life. And you can kind of see the growth, like how far you've made it, what you've been through. Made it through high school. So it looks like these are my goals from last year. Q1 goals, Q2 goals, Q3 goals, Q4 goals. So yeah, that was my vision Google Slides from 2025. And it's good for these Q1 goals for January, February, March. Put down a couple goals, what you want to do physically in the gym, if you want to lose a certain amount of pounds or gain a certain amount of weight or hit a new PR. That could be one goal. One goal could be how much revenue you bring in. One goal could be how much you invest. Like for me, it was sprint, dunk, and snowboard as part of my recovery goals. $15,000 in revenue for my home service business, and then breath work, meditate every day. Didn't hit that one, and I didn't hit the bottom one. But it's good. It's good to have these things that you're working towards, because if you're setting goals for the whole year, it's going to be hard to stay consistently working towards that goal. But if you're setting quarterly goals or even monthly goals, it's more achievable, man. So I hope this little presentation thing helped get you set up for the 2026 going into your future, man. You got to have a vision, and something simple like this has helped me to stay focused on what it is that I want in my life. So hope this helped. I'm out, man. More videos on the way.